Hi Virgo, and welcome to your September forecast. Happy birthday. And we have the new moon in Leo to start off the month in sidereal astrology, but that will be September 2nd and 3rd, depending on your position in the world. We also have a full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces, the 17th or 18th of September, and that is followed by the vernal equinox on the 22nd. All right, so underneath the deck, we do have the World card, completing a cycle, ready to begin anew, maybe finishing out the summer season, moving into autumn. There's a change that is coming through, as I say, the wheel of life, the wheel of change. So this is very much going to be focused on that autumn equinox time frame. Probably right after the lunar eclipse, things are going to be released, put in motion. The Queen of Wands. All right, passion, fire, creativity. Leo, Sag, and Aries. That Leo new moon could have been very inspiring for you as well. The Five of Cups. Some regret. The Nine of Wands. Exhaustion. Wow. And the Mediatrix or Temperance, Sagittarius. All right. So some of you might have really strong Sagittarius placements, either moon or rising, or maybe a stellium of planets there. But there is a big transformation that's underway here with the Nine of Flames. That's burnout, exhaustion, Five of Cups, having to release and let go. I think some of you are done with a job, or you're done being a mediator. You're done being in the middle, doing other people's dirty work, or taking on more than you need. Something's been kind of suppressing your creativity or your flame, your passion. You're not living for yourself at the moment, but working to make someone else's dream a reality instead of your own. And I think this is maybe you breaking free from that cycle and being able to devote and dedicate your energy to the products and projects that you want to see come to fruition. So there is going to be a need to trust that this release or sacrifice it's okay to let go here in the Wheel of Life and the World card. That's the only way we can make room for these new blessings to come in. But there's something you're using here with this darkness, with these lower energy feelings, because it's part of the human experience. And you can internalize that. You can transmute it with your body, your soul, your mind, and change that into something positive for yourself. There's something to be grown out of here. Perhaps an old habit or destructive pattern. Let's see what the archetype card is for Virgo. This one popped up. The comic. All right, comic relief. What tragedy and comedy, right? The divine clown or the divine fool. That's the Fool card that comes right after the World. So there's a reinvention of self. There's a new beginning. Here we have the Siren. So that speaks of singing using your throat chakra. Some of you could literally be doing stand-up. I mean, you may have this strong placements in Leo as well, because that's the 5th house of creativity and fun and leisure. But doing what you love, that's what we're putting down the Five of Cups for and the Nine of Wands. Even if you don't have an audience, you could be your only audience. It doesn't matter. You're performing for yourself. You are taking center stage in your life. The title of this card is The Joker, the Clown, the Fool. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there's always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. That's why the Temperance card is here. It's taking a bad situation, taking lemons and making lemonade. Other people can relate to you, and you can help them through the power of humor or your creative art in order to uplift them and give them hope too for moving through their own pain. Though dismissed by some as lowbrow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician, working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time. So the goal here, obviously, by some powers that be, is divide and conquer. It's the old adage. I mean, you can take in these tragic times and make them comedic as a way of catharsis, of dealing with it, of getting through it, and really just realizing what a joke life is sometimes. It's like God has a really sick sense of humor. But the comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, and it can fall into shadow at the drop of a hat. Beware their sharp claws. So yeah, you don't want to add more pain to people. There's a fine line that you have to walk with using sarcasm or making references. So joy, jokes, and smiles are signs of a happy heart. Be wary of spiritual practices or teachers who leave the comic by the wayside. Yeah, so there is a divine place and purpose for the comic. I mean, even the Buddha, the image of the laughing Buddha. So let's see what your alchemy card can add to this. But I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune there too, that's definitely a prosperous sign that this could be a lucrative business for you. It could be not only something that changes your life and how you experience the daily routine, but it could be material as well. We have spring here, number 27. So 26, 27, maybe that's the time frame that we're talking towards the end of the month after the equinox. So spring is always about new beginnings, growth, new life, birth. Okay, apologies. That's actually 17, not 27. I see that now. So it's blossoming, becoming the horizon. When spring arrives, our eyes lift from the work and we peer out the window of the laboratory. We realize Earth has been in its own transformational spin, readying itself for a new era of growth. In a state of wonder, the alchemist sets aside the work of winter and opens the door, stepping into spring. When this card arrives, it indicates a blossoming, a coming into one's own. It's generation time. You may be dreaming up a business plan, humming a new melody, or flirting with a special someone. Spring is the season of the east, where the sun rises and lights the world. You do not have to work on anything during this phase. Let the energy of the season push through. You made it through winter, and the bulbs burst on their own. So, yeah, and the vernal equinox is the other end of the year, the opposite end of the wheel, where, the first day of spring, and now we're entering the first day of fall. So we are coming into this definite shift and a power balance. Spring has what's next quality to it. Sit in stillness and envision the horizon. Sit with the image until it shifts and you can see something coming your way. Buds and grasses push up and out during spring. The season has a driving momentum to it, so keep an eye out for impatience, anger, or pushiness. So maybe that's what you need to keep in check, is your desire for, your lust for results. So being patient, and that's the Temperance card. It literally means patience. So keep yourself in check and know that it's coming. The harder you push for something, the longer it'll take. Okay, so if you're like, oh, I'm going to blow up on TikTok and I'll be viral by tomorrow, and then, you don't get that, you're going to be disappointed. So don't put that kind of expectation on your manifestations. Let's see, the journey. All right, unfolding. Yeah, so the buds will break free and blossom on their own. This fern leaf is spiraling out as well. Rest. All right, so I mentioned burnout. Some of you may need to, that's what's been blocking your creativity, is overexertion, exhaustion. Time and priority must be made for your own rest. Or now that this change, after this change takes place, you will have plenty of time to rest. We have nature too. Rest in nature, around nature. Things are peaceful. They're growing at their own pace. And then we have the present. So stay present there. And the next card I keep pulling, we have seasons. So I mentioned fall and spring. These next 6 months could be exactly the time frame that you see this growth process occur. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's see what our Queen of the Moon can add for you. There will be fruits and flowers to be picked. There are things definitely ripening for you at this time. The Void. This is quite amazing, going in tune with the comic, which is the Fool, which is 0. The new moon, this Leo new moon is definitely an influx of this new energy. So if you feel really tired at the beginning of the month, sleep, rest, don't do anything. things will come in perfect timing. And underneath we have the abundance card. So that's a full moon, hunter moon. I believe that's in November. So, and that's on lunar eclipse too, the full moon then. So this could be between this new moon, September, and late November, that things really start to take off for you. How about an astrology card? Okay, a couple fell. First one that flipped over is Venus. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. So I feel like there is a lot of love and adoration coming your way. We had the abundance card under there, under the Queen of the Moon Oracle. This, we have fire, confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. There's that Sagittarius. They're adventurous. You know, they go outside their comfort zone, too. They're long-distance travelers. They study philosophy. They idealize a lot of things. You have a very active imagination. So, let's see what else fell down. Scorpio, intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. We mentioned spring is about renewal. Death and rebirth will be in the season of Scorpio, as I mentioned, in that window between September and November. We have fixed, stability, persistent, loyalty, and dependability. So there's that Taurian energy. Venus rules Taurus, security, financial, second house dealings. Also the creative space of Leo, as well as Scorpio being change, and Aquarius, the public, the people, and the greater world at large. And Yang, positivity, proactivity, expression and doing and moving forward. So the fire and the air as well. So I think part of that stepping out of your comfort zone this month is going to be, you're an earth sign. You're very grounded and more yin, feminine. And now this is pushing you to be more yang, to put yourself out there to, again, maybe not be afraid of the hecklers or the haters that may come with the territory of stretching beyond what you would normally do. Now let's go ahead and see what your angels and ancestors can say. We have spring again. All right, there's something really significant about the vernal equinox and watching your seeds grow. It'll be slow and steady growth. And then we have Father Sky, trust in the unknown. So yeah, you're taking this leap of faith that you're going to be carried and seen through. Underneath we have shapeshifter. So going with the flow, transform and unveil your gifts. You're revealing a different side of yourself that nobody's ever seen, because it's been repressed, because it's been exhausted. Maybe you lent out your energy to somebody else, or they took advantage. And once you've finished that karmic cycle with the world, you're done with that lesson. The wheel of fortune turns. You're ready to become a more authentic version of yourself, a higher version, the more intended one. We have Earth now here that fell down. Ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So yeah, it might feel a little chaotic and unsure in the void. There's a lack of certainty there for sure. But know that we have see your seeds grow. These things, these roots run deep. These skills, maybe talents that you inherited from your ancestors that were dormant in you for a while. And then we have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. So yeah, you're surrounded by loved ones. I think people are going to really love the new you, and you're going to find out who the real ones are, the ones that stay, the ones that appreciate and admire your ability to grow and your courage to do so. So they're the real ones. They'll be very apparent. Power symbol, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be creating a lot of attention in the near future. So that's going to bring a lot of energy towards you, not all positive and good. So just take regular measures to cleanse and protect and purify your space of any negative interfering energy. And I'm going to wrap up this reading with a Goddess Guidance card. What message for Virgo, please? All right, Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Okay, so we have happy love, true love. There's things I think that you're generating within yourself, the satisfaction you're feeling with your life, with your soul, with your direction. Medicine woman, you're a channel for divine healing power. Or perhaps that's how you're feeling, is the power of love and laughter to heal the world. Your channel. You are a, didn't that say you're a channel? Anyway, but the lightning is it takes the least path of resistance. Same way with magic. It's as above, so below. So, well, there's also ground to cloud lightning. So there's a direct link between you and the divine in which energy and information can be exchanged quickly. There's a lot of downloads and upgrades going on. But there is an injection and energizing feeling of love that is truly generating your momentum. And then we have Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So yeah, the divine feminine is strengthening within you as well as a result of this change. But I wish you all the best this month, Virgo. Happy birthday. It looks like you're off to a beautiful new start this year as you've made it another trip around the sun. All right. Take it easy. We'll be well. We'll see you next time. Bye.